you can understand that. You've been warned, alright? Let's move forward amicably.
Okay, well, check this out, though. First of all, you throwing too many big words at me. Okay, now, because I don't understand them, I'm gonna take them as disrespect. Watch your mouth and help me with the saying.
Okay, see, now you found yourself a nigga. You looking for a nigga? Nigga here now, see?
My mind is so spectacular. Open up your aperture. You don't like the light that I be shining, bitch, you Dracula. Southern dry vernacular, flip you like a spatula. Knew that I was built to put this world up on my scapula. I've been on this road so long, my tires bald. I don't wanna text and no, I don't wanna call. Came in this shit running, bitch, I don't know how to crawl. We ain't never folding, I'm holding the highest card. Look, okay, grew up running post routes. Now I'm on the cash route. Better call the plumber, that boy spitting like a bass spout. All these bad women in this club, fuck is you mad about? Word to all my estheticians, boy, I'm about to lash out. Straight from St. John's to the east side, jigging since the knee high. Watch the way I put on for my state, nigga, yeehaw. Respecting no everything. Crazy how I made it to the league from the bleach eyes. Boy, my shit hair wrong, black, rich, and bare arms. Smoking on that yogi, this shit stronger than some bare arms. Goku, I'm in rare form, you cannot prepare for him. When I swing, it's like a carnival, this shit ain't fair for him. Brought intellect back to this rap shit. You niggas need chapstick. Shit been dry for way too long, and I'm the matchstick. You niggas Nickelodeon me, I'm more like Cap Nick. Cap a nigga, throw him in front of me. Party favors on the table, you can pick and choose. I would be lying if I said that I don't get confused. I'm just a player in the game and I don't pick the rules. Why trouble always seem to find the ones with shit to lose. About to blow like we just lit the fuse. We double dutch into this dough, I get this shit in twos. Push the button, get it started, put that shit in cruise. A little dust up on his heart, I barely get to use. A fool flatters himself, a wise man flatters a fool. Man, I just came to get it started like mechanics with tools. Cause in my hood, if you don't pack a tool, you planning to lose. These young boys deserve Oscars, they be acting a fool. A couple loose screws, but they hammer accurate. Ooh, I know some niggas stuck on drugs and manufacture it too. School of hard knocks, we all got our bachelor's. Food, no cap and gowns, but we all had the master. Party favors on the table, you can pick and choose. I would be lying if I said that I don't get confused. I'm just a player in the game and I don't pick the rules. Why trouble always seem to find the ones with shit to lose. I'm dumb lit, it's about to be a late night. Fresh rack, shawty, show me what it tastes like. Niggas know me in my city like I'm Wayne Wright. Got them looking up to me and we the same height. Ooh, I got it bad, deep in my bag. Foot on the gas, they cannot last. Swimming with the sharks, bitch, that's a great white. Never stopping, we don't even need a brake light. Say she don't smoke, but she always smoke with me, yeah. Back with Finny, yeah, back up in the ovaries, yeah. All my ops, they stay running like they over easy. Even my masseuse can't just get too close to me, yeah. Shout out to Next, soon as the ink dry, we count out the checks, yeah. I never flex, I bought up a business, you bought up a section. I'm at the top of my class, yeah. Y'all never learned from your lesson. Skywalker gave me the force, yeah. Turn this into an obsession, yeah. I couldn't wait on the team, cooking shit up with just Nero and Plague, yeah. Things never are what they seem, but we know the facts, yeah. Charging that shit to the game, but now I pull up with a battery pack, yeah. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, and we can just leave it at that. I'm dumb lit, it's about to be a late night. Fresh rack, shawty, show me what it tastes like. Niggas know me in my city like I'm Wayne Wright. Got them looking up to me and we the same height. Ooh, I got it bad, deep in my bag. Foot on the gas, they cannot last. Swimming with the sharks, bitch, that's a great white. Never stopped and we don't even need no brake lights. Big bro, why they call you big bro? Every time we hit the bank, we deposit zip codes. Well connected with the streets like we out in Skid Row.
Can do other things on the court, and he plays. He seemed like him and Maxey seem really like humble. They're not coming in trying to. They come in. People like being around those two. People like to be around those two, but at the same time, that backcourt ain't gonna win. No Chinfish. They're not gonna win no championship. Like when y'all face us tomorrow, it's gonna be different when y'all face us. And then at the end of the day, when you play bigger guards, like if you play bigger guards, like say tomorrow you're gonna have probably Chris Dunn on Maxey, and you might have Derek Jones on this McCann kid. What you think that defense is gonna be on them more than what Brooklyn had on them the other night? That's just a lot to overcome. Right. Too much length, too much size. So who's gonna be the guy to take off that pressure against them? You don't have PG on the court tomorrow. So who you going to bring to have that pressure relayed off of, when Maxey McCann can't get off?
Yeah. What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. I'm your host, Mr. BJ Matthews, a.k.a. B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All of our YouTube videos, hit that like button. Y'all coming here. Hit the share, subscribe as well. Hit that Cash App, $Slick Rick 1991 Son, $Slick Rick 1991 Son as well. Venmo at BJ/MATHEWES/1 at BJ/MATHEWS/1. That is our Venmo. Cash App and Venmo. Last but not least, go into our super stickers and super comments that are available. Very simple. All you guys got to do is check that button with the little $ symbol. You guys can donate right there in the chat box as well. Salute the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, the #1 LA Clipper podcast that we give y'all daily, weekly, monthly, yearly updates. Let's get it popping. All right. So we going to get right into it, man. Which I just heard was a small clip on my man, Andre DFJ Hoops. One of the, day ones on the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, man, coming in. He's a 76er fan, so I made sure to, go and show my boy some love. He's been with me for the last, pretty much the start of this whole thing for the last 2.5, 3 years almost going on. So, always going to show him some love no matter what the team is. I'm always going to show my people love. Salute to him, and also go and subscribe to his page. Very, very, good page, DFJ Hoops, DFJ HOOPS. That is Andre 76's page. Now, we're going to get into it, man. We're going to talk about what happened yesterday. The Clippers destroy the Philadelphia 76ers 125-99. We're going to get into the statistics a little bit, but I'm going to talk about the clip that I just, y'all just heard me talking on this show for about a minute, and I'm going to, divulge into that. But let's get into what happened yesterday. All my people that's coming in, make sure y'all smash that like button, and we're going to get right into it. So, let me go ahead and pull this up real quick so y'all can see the numbers and see all the figures and all the stats and things of that nature. So the Clippers were prevailing 125-99. They're on a 5-game winning streak. All right, they're on a 5-game winning streak right now. They just made a good game yesterday, and we're gonna talk about what happened because I had to watch it over again today. But just looking at some of the numbers, the statistics, and things of that nature, y'all gonna see why I said what I said before the game, the day before on Andre's show. But let's get into the statistics right now. Field goal percentage is 58% to the Sixers 39. Philadelphia shot 40%, or Philadelphia shot 23% from the three, and the Clippers shot 40%. Free throw shooting 76% for the Clippers and 84% for the Sixers. Rebounding 44 rebounds to 33 rebounds for the Sixers. Right, assists 31 assists for the Clippers and 22 assists for the Sixers. Steals 9-8 goes to the Clippers. 5-5 blocks even. Total turnovers 14-17 goes to the Sixers. Largest lead for the Sixers was 2 at the beginning of the game, and then the Clippers was 33. All right, so as y'all look at the team statistics, it's like the Clippers pretty much dominate every shooting category. They had the rebounding battle, which we are definitely a top 5 rebounding team in the NBA. Assists 31-22 went to us. Steals 9-8 went to us. 5-5 blocks even. Total turnovers went to them. Other than that, we pretty much dominate every other stat on the stat sheet that really mattered. So when you do that, more times than not, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna probably win the game. If you dominate the scoring, you dominate the rebounding, assisting, limit the turnovers, steals and blocks, the defensive categories. If you take those as well, and you mesh it all together, you're pretty much going to win every single game that you go up against. That's what the Clippers did. Coming out the gate, the Clippers, in my personal opinion, were ready for this game. And I'm going to tell y'all why. But if y'all watched the game from the start, the Clippers, got off that plane and pretty much said they're going to win this game. There was no real resistance from the Sixers up until probably the halftime, where they just pretty much didn't have enough. And, kind of what I reinforced on, Andre's show, they weren't just going to have enough to, be able to compete. And it's not a knock, it's not a, a slight, but they were just not going to compete. But at the same time, I'm going to also say some things about the Sixers that might be a little bit surprising as the show continues to goes on. Y'all just stick with me. But we stick with the Clippers. We are on a 5-game winning streak. We have beat the Magic. We have beat the Utah Jazz. We have beat the Sacramento Kings. We beat the Golden State Warriors. And we have beaten last night the Philadelphia 76ers. We are right now in the 5th seed. And again, the statistics and the standings, man, like they just go back and forth day by day, game by game. Some teams have played more games than others. Some teams have, complete, like, so from the seeds 3 to 12 in the Western Conference, every team is 3 games apart. From the 3rd seed to the 12th seed, there are 3 games apart. I'm going to say that again. From the 3rd seed to the 12th seed in the Western Conference, the teams are 3 games apart. Right? So with that being said, you guys pretty much say like, okay, well, if you drop 2 games, you can easily drop 2-3 spots. I mean, you look at the Phoenix Suns right now. They have dropped all the way, I think, down to this. Let me see if I can make sure I pull this up. So y'all got the right information. Let's see. They are the 7th seed, I believe. Let me see the Western Conference standings. If I can pull this up. You know what? I'm going to get past that. But the Phoenix Suns have pretty much dropped down in the standings, with the departure of Kevin Durant, their best player on the court, when they were the top 2 seed just when he was playing. And that's how quickly you can fall down the seeding. But with the Clippers, we have been missing Kawhi Leonard the entire season and Norman Powell for the last 3 games, and we've been able to stay afloat. So what's happening is with the Clippers, you got a lot of these guys who know they're going to play. They're getting a lot of, confidence. They're getting a lot of, they're getting a lot of experience. Guys like Kevin Porter Jr. is getting on the court. Amir Coffey is getting on the court. You got guys like Chris Dunn is going to be a, vital impact. You got who else am I thinking of? You even got some of the guys like Jordan Miller who, everybody who seems to want to play. He played like a lot of minutes yesterday as well. So just off of a team effort and a confidence, the Clippers knew they were going to come into that game and pretty much win. They start off the game on, I think, a 7-2 run. James Harden hits a key 3 right at the beginning of the game. Amir Coffey comes turning around with another 3 on the other side of the court. So just coming in, they knew what they were going to do. Now, let's go into the player statistics real quick. I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit about the Clippers, what they did. Now, you got the starting 5, Derrick Jones Jr., Ivica Zubac, James Harden, Amir Coffey, Chris Dunn. Right? Very balanced lineup with size, athleticism, defense, and some good offense. Size, athleticism, some good defense, and some good offense. Right? And when you put that against a Philadelphia team with a smaller backcourt who does not have great shooting around, limited offensively, and you have a bunch of, wing that's kind of out of place, it wasn't so hard to see what was going to happen yesterday. Right? But coming into the game, you had James Harden, number 1. He plays 27 minutes. He didn't even have to play the 4th quarter. The game was never out of control. He was never, even rushed. He just felt like he was, basically going to be doing what he wants to do on the court. As y'all come here, make sure y'all smash that like button. Make sure y'all smash that like button as y'all come in here. But James Harden pretty much had whatever he wanted on the court. He shot 4 for 10 from the field, 3 for 7 from the 3-point line, 12 for 12 from the free throw line, and 23 points. One thing I said on Andre's show as well is they were not going to be able to handle James Harden's offense, his playmaking, his ability to guard, like deal with those small guards in that backcourt. And you got Caleb Martin. If he was guarding him, he'd probably must get a screen set for him and make sure he gets free and gets open. But you didn't really have no resistance coming when it came to James Harden. Then you look at Ivica Zubac, who was a man-child in the post. 8 for 10 from the field, 12 rebounds, 16 assists, or 16 points. Right? He had a stat line where really he was just kind of coasting. right? He could have easily went for like a 20-20 if he had played at least probably 33 to 35 minutes. He could have had 20 and 15, I'm sorry. But you had, you know, Yershon Yabusele and Andre Drummond and Kelly Oubre trying to deal with him in that inside, and Ivica Zubac just pretty much, you know, dominated his matchups. You know, so Zubac, James Harden, you had you know, Derrick Jones Jr. also coming back to Philadelphia, had a great, you know, homecoming, 18 points. He actually shot 7 for 10 from the field, and he had some, you know, nice alley-oop dunks. He was playing just freely. The whole starting five pretty much got under 30 minutes. So that's where you knew the game was pretty much like, okay, we're going to get ready for Boston today, right? They pretty much looked at, okay, we're going to get our guys some rest. We're going to get ready for Boston. Let's go and put this team out so we can get our guys some rest and get ready for the real test against Boston today. As y'all come there, smash that like button. So what does that do? That opens up minutes for Jordan Miller, who got 23 minutes. Kevin Porter Jr. got 24 minutes. You got Terrence Mann got 22 minutes. So a lot of these younger guys got more time on the court and felt comfortable. All shot around over 50% amongst them three, right? 13 points for Terrence Mann, 7 points for Jordan Miller, 11 points for Kevin Porter Jr., right? Great production amongst all three of those players. Now, this will carry on as the season continues, but this is a great opportunity for them to get some more burn, get some more playing time on the court. But let me talk to y'all a little bit about what I just said about on Andre's show with y'all, the clip y'all just heard. Look, with Philadelphia, they're definitely in a crux where, right, you know, right now, like I mentioned, that when you don't have your three guys, when you don't have three players on your team who are quote unquote supposed to be leading your team, two of the three guys are not there, and then you have all three guys coming in at one after another. You got Joel Embiid, who's dealing with who pretty much missed the entire season outside the last 3 to 4 games, and he was on minutes restriction. Now he's out with left knee swelling right now. You got Paul George, who had 2 hyperextensions on his left knee, which is unusual for him. I mean, talking about a guy that played 74 games last year, and he just had 2 freakish hyperextensions where you miss a few games, you got to come back, you miss a few. So you're dealing with somebody who's dealing with minutes restriction. Outside of 3 games, he ain't played full minutes. And then you had Tyrese Maxey, who just came off an injury with his hamstring off for 2 weeks. This is his 3rd game back. He's just now getting off minutes restriction. So they have not been on the court at the same time healthy where you can actually get a good glimpse of the team. So you have a bunch of, regular guys just running around trying to, last as long as they can. They played tougher to the first half. I think they're down by 12 points. And then the Clippers we just blew them out the window. We just blew them out the water, right? You got an undersized backcourt like Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain, who, you look good against a Brooklyn team who don't have the size to really defend. And, the smart, the offensive player as far as like a James Harden, Cam Thomas is good to score the basketball, but he's undersized. You guys were able to at least match him for scoring bucket for bucket. James Harden's a 6'5", strong, savvy point guard / shooting guard who knows how to set the table. And also we have a big guy inside the post where y'all couldn't really, really couldn't gather on. So, and I think I want to give my man Elise some credit. Let me put his YouTube page up real quick. If y'all ain't followed my man Real Elise, there it is right there. At the Real Easy. He's a Warrior fan. He said this on one of his live. I gotta give him some credit. He said, if you gotta have a big guard to face the Clippers. If you don't have a big guard to face the Clippers, you're gonna struggle because we got size, we got really aggressive smaller guards who don't look small on the court, like a Chris Dunn and Terrence Mann, who are going to be hounding your small guards, and we got a point of attack in Derrick Jones Jr. We have length with Nicholas Batum. Even Kevin Porter Jr. plays, he's not a great defender, but he does have long arms. He has good, he got good wingspan. He's quick. He's cat quick. So you got that. He's 6'5". You got James Harden, who can't stay in front, but when you put him in a position where he can, just stand there and just swipe at the ball, I mean, that's what, that's kind of like, game plan scheming. Shout out to Jeff Van Gundy to put him, in a position where he doesn't really have to move his feet, but he has quick hands if you drop to the basket. So that's 4 guys who are 6'3", 3 and up, who are either good point of attack defenders, long and athletic, or whatchamacallit, cat quick. So I just knew that was basically something that they're going to struggle with. And you look at what Maxey and McCain did. Let me go and pull up what they did. So you got Tyrese Maxey, 30 minutes. It looked like he's still, I don't know if he's still under minutes restriction or what. This is his 3rd game back. He might, I think he's off minutes restriction. I just think the game was so blown wide open that it didn't even matter. But he shot 5 for 13 from the field, 3 for 6 from the 3-point line, 4 for 4 from the free throw, 17 points. And then you had Jared McCain, 3 for 15, 2 for 11 from 3, 10 for 12 from the free throw line, and 18 points. So your 2 best scorers scoring under 20 points. And that's part of the reason the defense that we had, Tyrese Maxey not getting up a lot of shots, because we were swarming him on defense. If he tries to drive to the basket, we're going to be closing that gap, which forces him to shoot more outside 3-point shots, which he hit 50% of them, but they're pretty non-impactful, right? So Tyrese Maxey struggled, and Jared McCain, who's been averaging 26 points per game in his first 7 games and shooting, I think, around over 50% from the field. He has his worst game offensively shooting the basketball, right? And watching, when you miss shots, when you start missing shots, like your 2 best players start missing shots, it makes the rest of your guys kind of panicky. So you look at the Sixers, who don't really have a lot of space shooting guys. The only person that can really space the floor and shoot outside of Maxey and McCain is Gershon Yabusele. None of the other guys, Caleb Martin, Kelly Oubre, too streaky. Reggie Jackson, Eric Gordon, not great outside shooters, are streaky. They don't really have nobody to, stop the bleeding. You took Paul George off the court, where that would be an option for you to settle the offense down. I mean, the first time Paul George played us, he had 18 points, went 7 for 9 from the field, right? And pretty much that's what happens when you have a bigger guard at 6'8" on the court. He's able to bring a calmness to the rest of the entire team, right? Joel Embiid, we ain't seen him against us at all. So when you have that going on, you do not have outside shooters. You do not have guys who can space the floor. It's pretty prevalent what happened, is what I kind of told Andre on the show the other day. But back to the Clippers. We got Boston tonight. It's going to be a good test for us as well. It's a question. I think Norman Powell is questionable for tonight's game. And if we have Norman Powell on the court, then that means basically that's another option to score the basketball. Now Boston's a different team, because see, a team like this against Boston, we had the best scorer would be James Harden and Norman Powell. Well, they have wings to now to guard that. They have wings to guard that. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So I would say the best way to start off this game is to go into Zubac, because I don't think Boston has anybody. I don't think Porzingis is back. I think their big guy is Al Horford. So I would work for the inside out this game, because they do not have a big to really deal with Viska Zubac down low. So you're going to have to, start off with that to at least give yourself something. You don't want to fall behind in Boston. You don't want to get down by like 8, 15, 20 points, because if we get down by that many in Boston, we're not coming back. The crowd is too crazy, and then you have a full team that actually plays offense and defense. See, with us, we're top ranked, we're number 5 in defense. In offense, we are, a middle of the pack team right now, right? So when we face a team like Boston, who's a great offensive and a great defensive team, you got Drew Holiday, you got Derek White, you got Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, all 4 guys who are good to elite two-way players. You now have to deal with them on both ends of the court. So a game like this, we're going to have to pull out a hack trick to deal with that. Guys are going to have to play above their capabilities. Jared Jones Jr. is going to have to play above his capability. Amir Coffey's going to play above his capabilities. Viska Zubac's going to have dominate what his matchup is. And then James Harden, and if Norman Powell plays tonight, are going to have to be able to score and assist the rock. If Norman Powell does not play tonight, Chris Dunn's going to have to, hit his shot. So it's going to be a group effort tonight. It's going to take a lot of firepower. It's going to take a lot of guys being locked in. We got the good thing about it. We did get our rest yesterday, so we are not going to have to worry about we're going to be too tired. They just got to come in there with a certain level of focus and determination, and I think we'll be able to prevail, or at least be able to give ourselves a chance to win the game. So like I said, man, we are now, like I said, we're 7-5. Or I'm sorry, we're 11-7. I'm tripping. We are the 5th seed. And with that being said, man, we're gonna have to, we gotta finish off this road trip with Boston. We got Washington and we got Minnesota these last 3 games. So let's see what we can do against Boston tonight. But until next time, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull out pace out of here like swimwear.